Yeah. D to the R and the S.
Dummy on the beat, so it's a banger.
Oh, them so thief. 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 Tough turn a thief, Bombas a thief. Julechi a thief, Roda a thief. Flying a thief, Desmond a thief. Babsy a thief, Harishang a thief. Whole ministry not the party a thief. 1 PM make us a blood clot thief. Be a corruption, all police and soldier thief. Jamaica something wrong. Millions and billions, the whole of them a thief. Now them want raise tax, make the highland grieve. When the boy long and poor man get the squeeze. We a march to a king's house and go down the street. 80 million per market me. Then I saw home girl, look up pussy sweet. No bed no in at the hospital. Panic concrete, me see the patient. Them asleep. Them a chop right, them a chop left. 1.4 beef for the boost. Barrel, remember you try thief. Put barrel, kill Diana, stuff sharp man in a barrel. Melissa money come Jamaica pussy whole service. So no take and give them. Who no know we nah no us, we nah no. Tough turn a thief, Bombas a thief. Julechi a thief, Roda a thief. Fly green a thief, Desmond a thief. Babsy a thief, Harishang a thief. Whole ministry not the party a thief. 1 PM make us a blood clot thief. Be a corruption, all police and soldier thief. Jamaica something wrong. Joe is a leader mafia gang for this man cause sweet Jamaica land. Killer for youths and not take away land. How come so much court up on the island? Buy up the judge, police and soldier man. Black corruption, you and your big foot girl. Dictator, look at tyrant. Devil in a flesh, you a demon. Rise up Jamaica from on the slumber. Everything wanna take, we a come back. We not alone must reach while we to suffer. Remember the pain of we ancestor. Got blood in our eye, fire in our heart. Let a figure roll, yeah we did talk. None fight the battle, all over, lead the rebellion. Ready.
Father Banya, my father Banya, my grandmother Banya, my grandmother Banya, I and I Banya.
I'm gonna jump on, like and share.
I and I Banya.
All true comrade, all
my leader
socialists.
Banya.
I go.
My leader Banya.
Can I tell you?
That's why I not live.
I go.
No, I not live. He gave I a message.
I go. To all those people who no love progress. Who no love progress.
Say to juke them with land lease.
I go.
Say to juke them with land lease. Let me juke them with the pioneer war.
Like and share for the musical reason come in. Musical rich, like and share. I go.
Juke them with Jamal.
Drink is on the house.
Then you juke them with free education. Juke them with free education.
Like and share.
Equal pay for women.
Say it again.
Equal pay for women. Juke them with the minimum wage. Juke them with the minimum wage. My leader Banya. My leader Banya. So help me God I not live ya. No I not live ya. Me a sat down with discipline. And a everyday manners. Me in a the struggle too. Me in a the struggle too.
If you're in the struggle, like and share. No day again, no bastard, no day again. Everyone laughful. Oh,
everyone laughful.
Like and share.
With the Cuban school.
Like and share.
With the Cuban school. When you juke them with the mic.
Okay, let's school them is the Cuban school.
Juke them with the mic.
And look how Android deal with the Cuban government.
Juke them with the basic schools.
I go.
Juke them with the basic schools. So Socialist and a fool. Socialist and a fool. Juke them with housing.
Juke them with housing.
Then you juke them with the impact program. Juke them with the impact program.
I go.
We have them under manners.
We have them under manners. Every manners. Every manners. What a song, God.
We have them under manners.
If it bad, like and share.
Up and running rain or sun in the PNP
Can I
party.
tell
Come
you?
in.
Come
Follow
on,
me,
go
no
dance
jet.
long time. I
Follow me,
like
no
how it's
jet.
like and shake. It's gonna
What's
be a
this?
storm around here. I
We
go.
enable string cut from PNP. It no make sense, nobody try change we.
All
We have
comrade,
time to
all
go vote for the
socialist.
TLP. Step up the progress for all of we. Alright, me hear one bag of yapping, one bag of chatting. When PNP attack up your cheering and clap. The gate fly sister P, get the party a cracking.
Can I
Big
tell
them
you?
up, bad water, hell ever whopping. Bad out the road, there is just no stopping. Sister P a run things, nobody can stop her. Watch out the crowd, them a flock her. Say from Moran Pine, right back to Negril. From Montego Bay back to Shooters Hill. From Santa Cruz up to Myersville. All when you look up in a Malvern Hill. The man them a work hard a put up windmill. Look how we road them fix up and pretty. From St. Elizabeth up to Kingston City. From Montego Bay back to Ochi. Every man a shout out Sister P. When able string cut from PNP. It no make sense, nobody try change we. Waste our time to go vote to the TLP. Step up the progress for all of we. Alright, come me say PNP, me say whether sick or hearty. All when me reach 140. Vote for Sister P, vote for TNP. The only party will look out for we. Say from Kingston right back to Ochi. Say listen to me voice no hosty. Nobody have too big, mighty and bossy. You can't test the PNP party. When evil string cut from PNP. It no make sense, nobody try change we. Waste our time to go vote for the TLP. Step up the progress for all of we. Alright, in the east, in the south, in the north and west. Say from Cornwall right back to Middlesex. You climb from here so go a Mount Everest. Anyway you pass through, PNP are the best. Forward we going with a lot of progress. Labour right back in your stress. When able string cut from PNP. It no make sense, nobody try change we. Waste our time to go vote for the TLP. Step up the progress for all of we. Alright, me hear one bag of yapping, one bag of chatting. When PNP attack up your cheering and clap. The gate like Sister P, get the party a crack.
Yo, PNP, we put a broom. What the PNP them there? Everybody, give me the fist, give me the fist, give me the fist. And in the ear, make we sweep with bad mind, make we sweep with the thief in crime, make we sweep with the false promise. Yo, Bunting, get your push broom. Peter Phillips, get a broom. Yo, Julian, get a broom. Mark, everybody. PNP, slave. Bunting, slave. Ethan, slave. Julian, slave. Mark, slave. Peter Phillips, slave. Angela, slave. Ian, slave. Palwell, slave. Azan, slave. Luther, slave. Valenti, slave. From slave. Them wicked slave. PNP, slave. Everybody, slave.
Killing machine, this bomber clot from one.
Can I tell you? Hear me now? Yeah, man, that's a go on, you know. Big up on yourself, you know. From just a check in, and big up who I go check in, look more from now. Because Attile Monday, you know. I want to say Attile, I just Attile. If I can't take the heat, don't come in the kitchen. So, this is the video. Andrew work him over here. I make some next talking come in and me get it clear up now. I'm even at the right time for me couldn't hear it, come and fix it properly. And I demonstrate a bag of things tonight. So I like and share and hear this.
I'm not saying that we're a perfect government.
Listen.
But you can't compare us to perfection. You have to compare us to what our competitors have done and what others have done in the past. And if you
it is very important you listen to this video in its entirety, because you're going to hear something on this video a lot of you never hear it. Andrew talk some things in our video here we pass over on the head. So I make sure I break it down for now. So deep divers, I beg you to listen to that video here in its entirety. Go we start it.
Compare us on that basis, which is the fair basis,
like and share.
We have certainly outperformed. However, elections are not always about the logic of performance. You're not always graded based on how you perform. Now, there's a danger in that. Because if it is that political parties can win without performing, then what is the incentive to actually deliver on the promises that they make?
That is why nobody will suffer now, no for complain. Because the man say if a political party can win back an election without performing, what the outcome on expect to get from that?
And so, yes, elections are also about the future, and it is about, therefore, a promise. So in this election, the electorate is faced with a different set of circumstances, circumstances which they have not had since our independence. In other words, this is the first election where the electorate has to contest in their decision-making process the performance of the government.
So are you feeling more confident this time around?
So which is why we have presented, uncontested, our booklet of 250 solid achievements. Every journalist, everyone who looks at it, okay, we can't contest this.
All the cliff views, George Davis and the Longmouth and the Fear Lizard alone look upon it and say they not contest it. Nobody else look upon it. Because this booklet one claims on the right. It is rubbish. So I could continue listen what I say.
So we are now in the phase of the campaign, which is about what are the promises, what the future is going to look like. Now, I will say this. Promises can't be delivered by people who have not performed. Promises can't be delivered by people who have not performed. Promises can't be delivered by people who have not performed. To take a promise from someone who...
promises can't deliver by a person who have not performed. So we don't know if we call for Andrew want to say nothing because we know them never had a perform. So we don't know if we call to him, you know, that him say, you know, listen.
Has not delivered or has a track record of not delivering, you're gambling, you're gambling, you're gambling, you're gambling. You have a far greater possibility and probability of the fulfillment of promise.
I make sure I break it down for now. Deep divers, the amount of things you're not going to get out of this one video here, it is unbelievable. Come and listen.
Promises by persons who perform. Now, I'll say one thing, which is also different.
Election day this now.
And why I have great confidence. The challenge for Jamaica over the last 50 years has been to give development to the people without borrowing, without raising taxes, without running deficits. Over the last 50 years, Jamaica's development has been literally funded by borrowing or by increasing the tax burden. We did this to a point where the economy almost collapsed. And in 2009, the Bruce Golding-led administration was at the helm when we faced the deepest, darkest moment of going off that cliff. And we took the decision to end the high interest rate policy and to introduce fiscal discipline, to create a kind of social cooperation around this. And give the PNP credit, they continued this. And today, we have a solid fiscal economy because we also took it over and deepened it. So what Jamaica can claim, entire Jamaica, is that we now have fiscal rules and good management of the economy. This is what, as a nation, we have fought for. This was tested in this election. In other words, the very people who say they claim fiscal responsibility are the very people who came to the public with promises that were fiscally irresponsible. And so this election is a test as to whether or not the public has moved away from promises that are fiscally dangerous, meaning promises that will take you back to either increasing debt or increasing taxes or tanking the economy. Promises that will...
On the seat a play out in on the face. I open and follow and seat a play out on the face, you know. So everything when I talk right now, I don't see it happen. Every single thing when I talk about, I don't see it happen. But you don't hear nothing yet. You don't hear nothing yet. I go and show you that this guy is a very wicked guy, and under no circumstances him to get away of him thief in criminal case. Under no circumstances if you make that guy get away of him thief in case. Here, only go and listen. I'm going to hear some things you say.
Take you back to either increasing debt or increasing taxes or tanking the economy.
You know, we don't take taxation lightly. It is literally the last resort. But we have to present to the people of Jamaica a credible budget, meaning that the people looking on what we propose can have confidence that what we're doing will be to their benefit and will prevent future need for more severe taxation. So what we're going to do now, as the Minister of Finance will present, would be to put in place a package. So I don't believe that anyone could reasonably expect that we could present a budget without even a limited tax package. So we're not going to dwell on the taxation. It is something that, as I said, it is the last resort. We have gone 10 budgets without any net new taxes.
Government. Remember when we started, our policy is to shift away from direct taxation to indirect taxation. So instead of taking taxes out of your pay, taxes will be spread out on the things you buy. Taxes will be spread out on the things you buy. Taxes will be spread out on the things you buy.
Hypocritical and not credible.
He is very hypocritical, Andrew Holness. If you tell the people them about then get a break for 10 years. One time the taxes always are spread out on the things. And see the thing about that, what the people them don't get, them also complaints every time they go buy something, the price raise. I want to think it a benefit. When every time when you go to the supermarket go buy things, every week when you go the price of the things them change, what do you think happen? The tax will be spread out and every single things you want to buy. So instead of you take direct tax, they might take indirect. So when every time I go spend on the money, it figure change. Every time I go to the shop, when I go this week and buy it for that, next week when I go different. When I go to Chinese shop, buy it for this week, next week when I go so instead of him do direct tax, him do indirect so he can get for thief, you know. So every other week or every week, them can raise the things. The only thing when I do when I complain and say, then just raise everything so I want wicked way them I deal with, you know. So when the Andrew was opening think mouth, I talk about him going a 10-year break. It's a fucking lie. Indirect tax, flavored say, them spread it out for everything on a buy. And every time on a bill video put out, so this in them expensive in a supermarket, one thing cost it. Don't make this shit in a plate, take on off a phone. Continue. I tell them I prepare with good phone, you know.
That in order to get political power, they would make promises that are fiscally irresponsible. So this election is about, yes, whether or not the electorate has evolved to a level where they understand the risks to the economy by accepting promises that are fiscally irresponsible. And ultimately, it is about whether or not the electorate will reward performance as a guarantee for the delivery of future commitments. So the election comes down to two things: performance, promise. Because as I tell you, I am a chess player. I am a chess player. I am a chess player. So we knew that they were coming with this because they have been trying to take our 2016 playbook. They don't understand the playbook. And I think they overplayed their hands. But one of the reasons why I did it, however, and I'm glad you asked the question, because, the PNP claims to be a socialist party.
Listen to this.
And socialist parties are more about redistribution rather than creation. So they take what is in the society and they take it from one set and they give it to others. Normally, socialist societies Take from the rich and give to the poor. Take from the rich and give to the poor. Take.
Oh, no, why must I say so? PNP, the Socialist Party, and the problem with the Stephen Pussy will have. PNP take from the rich and give to the poor. Him not like that. I look a poor boy is a piss in a chimney and that's in an outside toilet. I look a poor boy we grew up in a two-room full cub at 56 Cumberland Road. Now have problem with the socialist regime to take from the rich and give to the poor. This look a poor boy, you know. This look a poor boy, you know. This look a nobody. We live in a government board house where nobody never own. At 56 Cumberland Road. Saying, no. Finding a way in a government. And I said the problem with him have with socialist government because them take from the rich and give to the poor. This a man now. And this a man now labor right to come on social media COSPA. The same labor right them live from Capture Land, you know. The same labor right them live nowhere, you know. The same labor right to hide from the landlord, you know. I come on social media a cuss for this guy. And the problem with this guy have with PNP party because PNP take from the rich and give to the poor. This is the problem with this a shit bag have, you know. One look at nobody, you know, from 56 Cumberland Road, you know. We piss in a chimney and train a toilet, you know. When time you piss in a chimney and train a toilet, nothing happen for your family. And I look at two-room full cup there, Mr. This guy grew up in a 56 Cumberland Road. FEMA talk out this whole time out. Thunder should have fire in tongue. Thunder should have fire in tongue. In tongue should have roll up in her mouth and can't stretch out back. Eh? This guy throw stone behind him. This guy cuss where him come from. How you think he not end up nowhere? This guy cuss where him come from. The guy said the problem him have with the Socialist Party, then take from the rich and give to the poor. This guy are the guy will labor right there in the social media space and cuss people for. These are poor ass labor right, you know. We find them here, so curry goat and rice and cook, then put on them green shirt and gone. Listen what the guy say.
From the rich and give to the poor. Take from the rich and give to the poor. Take from the rich and give to the poor. Take from the rich and give to the poor. Take from the rich and give to the poor. There are two instances which I think the public should look at very carefully.
These are the instances I'm talking about. Big up everybody who just joined.
Every deserves a place to call their own home. Our plans are to make that a reality.
Listen to this. This I have a problem with.
Those people's homes.
See my problem with you.
We're going to restore the special low interest rate.
This is why I have a problem with
workers. We're going to introduce a 3-month moratorium period after you buy the house. So you have some time to furnish it and do little fixing up before you have to start making your mortgage payments. And we'll increase the debt service ratio for public sector workers so that you can qualify for a bigger mortgage loan. We're really thinking about you guys. And for our young people, we have the Young Owners Fund.
This Andrew is an party a problem
fund within the NHT, where anyone up to 35 who's buying house for the first time, if they're an NHT contributor for at least 2 years, can get a grant of $500,000 towards the deposit on the house. And if you're a person who is working but can't produce a pay slip because you're in the informal economy or you're struggling to save enough for a deposit for a home, we have the rent-to-own plan, where you can go into the house as a tenant, paying rent equal to the mortgage, and after 6...
At this, Andrew is have a problem with, you know. This are the guy with his hungry belly labor right now social media space of course for. And theme problem I have with the PNP is because PNP take from the rich and give to the poor. These poor ass labor right don't even have shit in their body because they don't have no good food. They ain't even them. These are the labor right. What Andrew say the problem I have with PNP because PNP I look out for them. The same labor in a social media space of course for Andrew and Mark going I look out for them, you know. Eh? You ever seen nothing like this before? The same look up poor ass labor right them. But in a social media space, I cuss for Andrew. I then Mark Golden I look out for. Hey, yo, this a sign to blood clot. This half a sign. This a sign. Eh? Andrew say a problem with him have. Because the PNP party take from the rich and give to the poor. That is why everything Andrew wants to do in Jamaica is only the rich benefit from it. Because they don't want the poor to have nothing. Andrew despise poor people, you know. If you're a poor man, you know, we have a thief in way. If you have thief in way to success, you know. If you're a man with thief in way to success, you know, is an ungrateful pussy hole, you know. Eh? The man thief in way to success, you know. And feel problem when him have with PNP because PNP take from the rich and give to the poor. So which way to go? Upon the poor, you will, Andrew, you okay, allow me see it, it's obvious. Because you get so much money in this Melissa relief thing to help out the people them. We see you get 400 sleeping bag, Andrew, and you know issue out one to one Jamaican. Even one Jamaican no get one of the sleeping bag. See? So we already know say this way you say the problem when you have with PNP because them take from the rich and give to the poor. We know say you take from the poor and give to the rich. We know that is your philosophy, Andrew Holness. That is why we can never make you get way when you start thief with taxpayer money. Just remember that blood clot. Andrew Michael thief in Holness. That is why you will never get way thief in taxpayer money. Because your problem you have, PNP take from the rich and give to the poor. Well, the problem we have is our taxpayer money, you will never thief it and get way. You will never thief it and get way. And we're now going to make you silent in the social media space. You know here? Uno will never silent in the social media space. Because your problem you have, PNP take from the rich and give to the poor. That's your problem. And look a poor ass boy, you know, from 56 Cumberland Road. You now want 2-room full cub with the top gone up in the ear like some old Anglican church. Eh? Well, all board house with the top favor so old Anglican church. That's how the long time house built with the top gone up so. Apex. That thing him mother grew up in our old abandoned yard. And 56 Cumberland Road. A good time mother have to put in the window and put on door. Because back in the days that's how it go. So him mother just see an empty house and just capture it. See? And put on window and put on door and just go and run off the ends. So he did unstable as a child growing up. He never to have no abiding city. See? He never have no abiding city, you know. And finding way in a politics. And now I say the problem with him have because PNP take from the rich and give to the poor. This is very serious, you know. And a lot of people never hear it, you know. That is why you don't have to revisit some of Andrew Holness video before and delete it. And listen to them in our own time. At the time you not get information. And the time you not going to hear the things them want to really hear the man say. The problem we have with PNP party is because they take from the rich and give to the poor. And this is the instant them I talk about. When Mark Golden say, I look a man where I work at Mr. Chin, I work at a little cook shop in at the ends, I run some taxi, him can do the rent to own. Andrew have problem with that. Andrew have problem with that. One time them hear about Mark Golden manifesto, the little short midget girl, Dana Dixon or whatever she want to name. Them are certain things here AI write it. Because true for them regime is to take from the poor and give to the rich. Then can't comprehend something like that Mark Golden put together. Because them have a back them brain in a reverse. You understand? The labor right Andrew and him followers brain them in a reverse. Them a do everything in a reverse. So when them see Mark Golden manifesto, them think AI write it. Andrew come make you know dirty labor right. Say the problem we have with PNP, already they are called PNP. Andrew make you know the problem we have with PNP is because PNP take from the rich and give to the poor. So on a dirty king labor right as a cause for Andrew. Sorry to say, Andrew said the problem we have with PNP, him not have another problem, you know. PNP build up the whole of the school and the hospital, the bus center, everything. PNP do all of these things. Them only lock it down and reintroduce it, make it look like them did. Everything when them a do, I catch up them a play. PNP set the foundation. But the problem Andrew Holness have with PNP is because they take from the rich and give to the poor.
6 months, if you can establish your capacity to pay the rent on time, you'll be eligible for the mortgage, you can draw down the loan and become an owner of the house and step up in life. Because housing is not just a luxury for the few, it's a must for everyone.
To me, this policy that the PNP put in place was not just fiscally responsible, but immoral.
Some economists have said, though, Dr. Holness, that it's not sustainable and it will affect the middle class adversely, as well as it cannot be funded.
So, Katie, what cannot be funded?
The $32,000 increase.
Oh, God, Katie. Hold on to my hands a little bit and just walk with me down the road. Imagine today was 2016, and I said to you, Katie, I'm going to almost triple the minimum wage. What would you say? You wouldn't believe it. It would be impractical if you believe it. The minimum wage then was $6,000. Today, the minimum wage is $16,000. Has the middle class declined? Absolutely not. Has there been any loss in job? No. Then we entered the first phase of the actual campaign, where we explain our achievements and place those into context. And then we actually delivered a document of achievement, which is quite separate from a manifesto. And then in the third phase, we delivered the manifesto and we campaigned on what the future is going to look like. You will also notice that we never felt desperate to sink to the gutter. You have never heard me call on a platform the name of the leader of the opposition.
I show man, you call your name all the time.
Prime Minister, if you win
and show your word, move your blood clot, show your teeth and you look sympathy. There's no sympathy for wicked, my boss.
But I'm also human. And, you know, while I was...
I'm glad you tell the people them say you're also human. So when me I tell them say, them still for look upon you with them left eye with the shooting incident with the Integrity Commission, man. The system is not wrong because you're a human, so you do things like a human do. A human, when then somebody try to embarrass them, then we do things. So me not let you go off for that shooting incident. I still have you as a suspect. The shoot Integrity Commission, man, I still have you, bro God, as a suspect. In my court, you are a suspect in that shooting incident. Yeah.
Prime Minister, you know, while I was Prime Minister, you know, while I was Prime Minister, you know,
So, election day, he might talk to the press. So, I say, while he was Prime Minister, so at the time, right now, when you see him talk to the press, he is now Prime Minister, you know, and the police force was there to protect and serve the nation, collude with a regular citizen and go disrupt polling station. A regular citizen can collude with the police force, with the police commissioner, instruct the police to go disrupt polling station on behalf of him, a regular citizen. A regular citizen. So he might make it clear, say, when he was Prime Minister, so right now when he talk to the press, he was a regular citizen. And the police force allow a regular citizen to dictate to them to go disrupt polling station across Jamaica. Including for Juliet Holness, including for Paul Buchanan, and several more. We see the video clips them. A regular citizen can dictate to the police commissioner to tell the police them which polling station them to go disrupt in order to stop the PNP them from vote him out. A regular citizen. And this day when I make this speech, Andrew Holness is a regular citizen. He's a candidate. I go up to win the seat. A regular citizen dictate to the police force. And this day, the police force should have well accountable to for what happened in a Paul Buchanan constituency and for Juliet Holness. because they aid and betting in criminal activity and election day on behalf of Andrew Holness, a regular citizen.
While I was Prime Minister, while I was Prime Minister, something that I always wanted to do. Many things I always wanted to do. I mean, I like to teach, and I've always wanted to do my doctoral studies, and I want to write. And, I've been in politics now for almost 28 years. Yeah, so, there's other things that I'd love to be able to do. But for me, the greatest pleasure is serving the nation, serving my family. Yes or no, President? It is, I always want to serve my family if they have me. That's what I'm built for. And I started at 18, but I came officially in politics in 25. So more than half my life has been dedicated to this. Yeah.
Prime Minister, you looked at the numbers when you came in. What is the voter turnout? What's your opinion?
Sorry, which numbers you're talking about?
By the gate, you were looking at the JLP's list.
Oh, no, that's just the voters list. That's just the list of yes.
What is the voter turnout looking like?
I couldn't tell you. This is my first interaction with a polling station, and I have not yet gotten any official update as to what the voter turnout is. But from what I've seen and what I've heard, I've been calling around. What I see here, that the lines.
Yeah, admit say that call round to disrupt the voting process. You see, my admit saying that call round to disturb the voting process, disturb the PNP them from vote. So I call round. I go polling station and I check and I call round to disturb the voting process. Hey, this guy violate the constitution right election day, because the police force decides that them are going to aid and betting in criminal activity for a few dollars for the Prime Minister and election, for the Andrew Holness a candidate and election day.
Robust people are coming out. I suspect that many Jamaicans feel that the stakes are high and that they will come out. I think many Jamaicans, realize that they really can't gamble with the future of their country. And so you're gonna find many Jamaicans coming out to make.
That is why the PNP them roll out so on election day and they make you get troubled. Till remember the people them run away from a polling station in Andrew. And from them run, remember you can't take the name call and shame. You not like get insult. So because the people them insult you, because you want to disrupt the voting on them seat and run away, you vex and then tell the police them to disrupt the PNP them from vote. And thief, you see it. On top of that, because when a busy run, I get problem, the people them in your constituency vote out you. The people them vote out you. When a busy growing up interrupt polling station, the people them vote out you in your constituency. And when you find out, you make them carry the ballot box, come up on your yard, come switch it.
Sure that, they protect the government. They protect the gains.
The campaign has been very rigorous, Prime Minister, and you've been to almost every parish, if not every parish constituency, the nook and cranny of Jamaica, across the length and breadth of Jamaica. Is there anything that you would have done differently or that you wish had transpired differently along the campaign? As well as what are you most looking forward to after today? So
you mentioned, I've gone everywhere. Listen, I've been around this country maybe more than 10 times. I mean, there's scarcely a place that I have not visited. I've stopped there for a long time, but I've been there. So I know the country very well. And my campaigns are intense. When I come out and I go amongst the people, but that's the kind of robustness that you experience when you get on the campaign. And you notice that I made sure to get fit for the campaign, and I did my 5Ks and got fit. So, I'm campaigning for the entire day. Sometimes I'm on stage at, 1 p.m., 1 a.m. And and the people are there. That is the most amazing thing, that the people are there. They're standing up. And the JLP crowd is a little bit different. I've spoken on many platforms.
I'm glad you point out to my boss. The JLP crowd are a little bit different. They are mindless followers. I will continue.
And what I'm noticing about the JLP supporters is that they are not there for the gimmicks. They are naturally critical, but they are there listening to see if you make sense. And it's something you can just look in the eyes and you.
Andrew, you believe that? Andrew, I'm telling you I'm going to rate you. I can't rate you because you believe you want to lie. Because there's no way people couldn't have voted in a St. Elizabeth in a night with flight green. There's no way you couldn't have spent so much money to buy a vote. So what, brother, you have to trick yourself in front of yourself. And when they say a man I believe in one lie is a very wicked man. Only a wicked man believe in one lie. And one time the Prime Minister tell one lie and I believe it. I'm not afraid of him, answer.
See that they are listening and they are nodding. So they are not mindless followers.
So would they have done anything different?
Instead of Labour them come at the meeting and I listen and I nod. And I nod them and nod and I listen. I'm hungry, they're hungry and weary. Boy, listen and nod. I'm hungry, they're hungry and weary. Because when you're saying no substance, so then get hungry and weary. Boy, listen and nod. Somebody can come. I want to meet your workers that can explain what I'm going on in the country and what I'm planning to do. And then come and nod. So for your supporters, them come and meet and go nod. That is why they come on social media chat be a fuckery. Because they don't hear what you say. They only come, they come nod. And when people are nod asleep, them drops in they have. I want to drop asleep. So them are nod.
Right, so differently? Differently.
What are you looking forward to after today?
You know, it's hard to critique the campaign because it was I think nobody, when you look at our meetings and so forth, well executed.
And when you talk about look at on a meeting, remember all on a political meeting want to keep it empty. If you don't keep gospel concert, nobody is there. If you don't keep a gospel concert, nobody is there. Mr. Dalrymple keep concert meeting a film place and it empty. Like when a promoter keep one dance and a promote it good. Mr. Montague I keep film empty. Just like when a promoter keep one dance and you know promote it. So we sip on the ground say all I want to meeting them flop. And used to that too. Because some of my place them, all that represents them I beg you to come. Him I beg you to come. And him have to call Juliet Holness and beg Juliet Holness to beg you to come. That Rimper say him have to beg Juliet Holness to beg you to come give her support. Because he say it don't make no sense. And Juliet Holness talk to you and say you for go. Darren per talk out of your mouth. Say she have to beg Juliet Holness to beg you to come a fair meeting. Because she say it don't make no sense. So when you resort now, when you see the only way out is to buy the people them vote. That is why people vote for flag green from in the night before election.
Let me think about that. I mean, there are some internal issues which I wouldn't bring, but internally, in terms of the structure of the, you can see weaknesses in terms of structure and so forth.
So, an election day, say, must have internal issue, but he not talk about it, kind of want make nobody, rub nobody wrong way upon election day, to swing the vote.
But the outcome, despite any internal, and in an organization you have,
when you're ready to
when I'm writing the book, those things will come up. And what am I looking forward to? I'm looking forward to returning as your Prime Minister, to continue the work that we have started, and to get on to some new things. You know, the mandate, getting a new mandate is so important. Because once you start to enter into the election campaign, the people who actually do execution, where you need them to be executing without concern or without hesitation, the election campaign puts you in, a kind of flux, and the new mandate sends a clear signal, not just to the executive, but to the civil and public service. And that means we can push harder now to get things done.
Prime Minister, this campaign undecided. Up to the 9th hour, can't make up the more.
I think I'm your best choice. I think we have performed. And if you're undecided, it would mean that some amount of...
You hear what I'm saying? Him think they have performed. That means that him not sure. But him talk about booklet of performance. But him think, him are the man, you know, where should I know if them perform, yes or no. But him think them perform.
Not just emotion.
Wishful thinking.
But logical thinking has entered into your mind and you're trying to weigh and wrestle. It's a simple, in my opinion, it's a simple metric. Who can best deliver what they promise? And you have to look at who has actually delivered.
We're going to look. We're going to look, Fanny. Come and look.
Our first 100 days of
instead of
government,
look for who has really
the
delivered.
legislative process
So
to fix the date for general elections in Jamaica. So no government will be able to come and make false promises and hide the truth and tell you half truths and trick you into voting for them, and then when them win, them throw on poison for you.
100 days to fix election date. Still I wait for the promise before the fail. One broken promise after another. Laughable, as we say. None of your promise not fulfilled yet, boss.
Yeah, look, this is them, I look.
So there you are.
Within the first 100 days of our government, we will start the legislative process to institute impeachment proceedings in Parliament.
A lie.
This will add another layer of protection of the Parliament to ensure that only members of unquestioned integrity sit in the Parliament. Our ministers under the new Jamaica Labour Party government will be given a job letter. That job letter has a timeline of 2 years and 6 months.
But what are you
key
saying?
Performance targets, which are agreed upon by the cabinet, focused on two things: economic growth and job creation.
Andrew, you need to do what you said from 2016. You say you're going to put it on paper. So anything you put on paper, the MP have to work with it. So you need to do it now. I feel like say, when you do that, the MP will do them work. And we will see work done in the community.
Within the first 100 days of government, we will start the legislative process to introduce term limits on the office of Prime Minister.
Andrew Holness, January, him break him promise and nothing him say I'm going to do, you know, for the next 100 days and now him not do nothing. Him not keep himself
look on the track record.
The promise paper.
So where I look?
Not a promise, January start.
At a convenient time, within our new government, we will hold a grand referendum on the CCJ, Caribbean Court of Justice, as the final appellate court.
You make so much promise for us. Look how long you're in there. Nothing done. All for the COVID. They promised the people them $25,000. Nothing done. So what you expect me to do? Tell me if you sleep with the door and window open and nothing done.
Well, check. What do you want? Promise them.
You said on February 7, 2016 in Sam Sharp Square, Montego Bay,
that's what we have to say
within our first 100 days in government, we'll start the legislative process to fix the general election date in Jamaica. It's been 3,490 days since. In your May 2016 budget debate, you further stated the country should not be distracted by protracted periods of uncertainty. Yet, that's exactly after 2 consecutive terms in office, you have failed to deliver on this promise. Why?
Your research into this matter, and I respect the question, is incomplete.
I mean incomplete.
At the calling of the 2020 general election, I explained to the public in Parliament that our government actually started work on fixed election date. And we found that it was inconsistent with our constitutional arrangements.
So you are going to tell we, the native of Jamaica, say, at the time when you offer yourself to serve as Prime Minister, you never know about the Constitution? And that you tell we? And brother Big Nose, you want to tell we say, In that time when you offer yourself as Prime Minister, you never know nothing about the Constitution. If you know say you can't make such a lie, you can't lie to the people like that. You will tell you say you never have no idea about the Constitution. If you know say you can't say that, you say it'll come back and bite you. You really are telling that brother big nose? Can you hear what you say? Because something is wrong with you.
And if you want fulfillment, you have to look at people who have fulfilled.
Me just look for a little while.
And so I think we are the best choice. And,
you think so?
That we are the best choice.
This, I think the people them feel sleep and mark that. If him was the prime minister, saying, and him have to think, him are the best choice. It is a problem. Him should have said, I know I am the best choice based on my work. But the Prime Minister will offer himself back for serve. The public servant boy. I say him think him are the best choice. This is madness. If him are the Prime Minister and him have to think if him are the best choice, you know say we in a problem. Jamaican people we in a problem because the Prime Minister is that I'm a driver. He drive a bus, but he never have the necessary document to continue the route. So he have to stop the bus at roadside and see if he can get a visa to enter in a different country. Saying, based on him driving at the bus to which part it stop to get the new visa. You ask him, how is the road, my boss? He might say, you know, say, I think the road is smooth, but I think it is smooth, you know. And he just drive on the road, you know. But because he don't have any visa for going to the next country, you say, yo, how the road stay? Boy, I think this is some police don't say, you know, remember I'm just pass. And him going to tell you saying, think, and this is some, that means saying already it. If him have a think, him is the best choice. What if I know that thing for him around out? Something I think. I be a think him I think. Say him a spoil, I mean a sore foot. I must sore foot in have because every time him talk about this thinking business. Eh? He must have sore foot and must say think. But you don't understand.
But Jamaica.
Some people will make a choice irrationally.
Miss boy, may I tell you, double nice.
They wake up on the wrong side one morning, kiss them teeth.
Yes.
And make a wrong vote and then them suffer for the rest.
My blood clot suffer now. My boss, you couldn't like you have goat mouth. Your mouth catch them. Your mouth catch me. I wonder if man have goat mouth or what. How a man have come is a poison mouth here? The man have poison mouth. Dog never have 7 puppy. And the same thing catch the people them. Get up in the morning in a wrong mood. Get up in the morning in a wrong mood. And get up and go make a choice irrational. And see them a send to suffer. Then a Westmoreland suffer. Then they all over Ireland suffer. Can I be in talk?
Some people will make a choice based on a promise.
Yes, they said promise when you promise them.
Tell them say,
in our third term,
listen,
we will double the minimum wage from $16,000 what we have carried it to now, having almost tripled it to 32.
And you believe.
And you believe.
You don't look at the track record.
You don't look at the track record.
Who just don't know. And anything you tell them do.
Then do.
And it is those persons.
Yes.
That we who are in the know.
Yes.
That we who see the vision.
Yes.
Who have looked at the track record and the history. Who are looking.
When time you look how you teach a friend. Scam the people them a burn and lodge and them. And then through you are the Prime Minister at the time. You tell the bulldozer friend never go let the people them house. Me say hurt me feeling my boss. When me look on that track record. And when me look on the video earlier, say, you don't like PNP because they take from the rich and give to the poor. And when me see it on the house, me say, hurt me feelings. Eh? Me say it hurt me feelings.
At the current experience, we must look at our brothers and sisters. My friend, you could have completed my speech. And educate them.
Yes, campaign. Andrew, and I look at trying on my boss. Andrew, and I look at sleepless night me having on my boss. How many more people in this space, you know? Andrew, me try, me warn them about you. Me warn them about you. Sleepless night, Andrew. Me warn them about you. But then listen to me, my boss. And my grandmother tell me, say, who can hear, I go feel. Andrew, and I look at try warn them. But you plant Cliff Hughes and George Davis in this space. The breeder lie then telling in Jamaica. Me say if lie could have killed people, everybody in Jamaica dead already. The amount that me don't know if I want a lie factory nationwide I didn't have a lie hardware, I didn't have a lie warehouse, but the breeder lie pitch out a nationwide, you know. Me I wonder if them manufacture lie in a nationwide. They must have a lie machine, my boss. Andrew, me say I look at one, me want the people them boy you. Me tell them say you're a thief. Andrew, me tell them say when you used to go to school you did love gun. Andrew, I don't say where I don't tell them. Andrew, me tell them say when you go to the library on Saturday, you go looking at the encyclopedia to see how gun build up. Andrew, me tell them everything. Andrew, I don't say where me don't tell them. Me tell them say one at a time, you have plan to sell bag juice. Andrew, me I'll tell them say, I am the first man who own 2 taxi and turn trillionaire. Andrew, me not tell no lie, my boss. I don't see where I don't tell them. I don't see where I don't tell Jamaican people that my boss. So me try. Me try, Andrew, me try. But the people them at Jamaica say, they want to be diamond. They want to be under pressure. They say they want to become diamond. So diamond be under pressure. So the Jamaican people say they decide to turn diamond. So we're going to allow them. When you ask me, boss, can we continue this one?
That's been clouded with thoughts of corruption. Do you think that will affect how some Jamaicans vote?
Without question. I mean, there are Jamaicans who will listen to the headline and not necessarily read the story. So
what's your problem? What is your problem?
I think the challenge with corruption in Jamaica is that it has focused heavily on the name and shame.
The Integrity Commission.
So, Andrew, you don't like the name and shame. It is a disgrace, my boss. There is no way you can plan for thief taxpayer money and don't want to get exposed. The game don't play like that. It don't work like that, my boss. It doesn't work like that. If you're a thief and we catch you going to expose you. What you mean by name and shame? You're a thief and you're a thief. No shame in your game when you plan for thieves. So when you're a thief and get catch, you get shame. What kind of fuck you deal with? And you say you're 1 PM, you're bro God. You know if you tough on that, my boss? You have to stand up to your responsibility. This is a big ever blood clot. Big no shit bag now. I'll come to you know about name and shame. Of course we know say your name Andrew. Of course we know say you're a thief. What about that for shame? Eh? And nobody hold a hand go thief? You get up off of your own and go thief. So the fuck you can't talk about name and shame? What the hell is wrong with this guy? Eh? You're brave enough for thief. But not brave enough for people call you thief. Andrew, you can't have it how you want. This is not Burger King or KFC. Eh? You can't have it as how you want. This is not Burger King or KFC, my boss. There's no way you're coming out after you get catch a thief taxpayer money. But the problem you have is name and shame. Of course your name Andrew Thief in holness. What about that? With no shame in your game when you're a thief, remember Andrew. Come on now. Bad to bad. When you thief charity money, you can't tell me you have shame. When you take up yourself, go thief charity money if you buy stocks and bonds, how you come and talk about what the hell is wrong with you? Hey, Juliet Holness, me I beg you talk to your husband. Me I beg you talk to your husband, he might disturb me peace. Your husband a disturb me peace, Juliet Holness. Half a man a thief my money. The man a come talk about in can't take name and shame. Your name Andrew Thief in Holness. So me go listen some more.
Has indicated that 6 parliamentarians are under investigation for illicit enrichment. Illicit enrichment has to do with the public servants not being able to explain how they own assets which exceed their lawful earnings. So, which government parliamentarians got letters from the Integrity Commission stating they are being investigated for the crime?
My straight answer is that I have asked as far and as wide. I have gotten that response from everyone, but as far as I have been told, no.
Your tone blood clot like that, me I tell you something. Brother, I can't rate a G. You can't run the country because see, you're not a thief and own up to it. But you can't tame in boss, you have to go, man. You're too much, brother. You get catch a thief, and when you get catch, you still a deny. We are afraid of you, G. You cannot continue. Use a different type of thief. Saying, that means say, you have something to hide. Nobody never have no whip over your back. But to come here so a lie, then have the audacity about mummy grow you go. Tell her how you did, big up yourself. Andre, I get from bad to worse, man. You irritate me spirit, my boss. You told lie for big man, brother. Me think I look up it and tell lie. This is a big of a grey back man. You told lie, brother. You feel low the lie thing for pick me. When I see a big man, like big of a blood clot grey back man like you can get up and tell lie. So brother, you get from bad to worse, brother. You don't no man, you have to do better, Andrew. You have to do better, brother. You're a big man. You can't get up every day and tell lies, so. You get paid for tell lie? So are you teach nationwide them for tell lie? You soon lie for big man, brother. Big man for lie, but no, so you, Andrew, you go overboard for your lioness. You gone overboard for your lie. You can't tell I 1 and 2 lie, but Andrew, you take up if it be a habit now. You take up if you a career. Instead of if you do prime minister work, you take up lie full time. You take up lie. Full blood clot time. So what are you going to have to do prime minister work when you take up lie full time? This is a joke. Go listen some more. Lying lips is abomination unto the Lord.
People have been written to, as the Integrity Commission does almost daily.
So what are you saying?
But I have not heard of anyone in my political party being written to for this matter of illicit enrichment.
So what you say now, the Integrity Commission never disclose nobody else. You them just deal with you alone. If you alone matter. That I say. You say what you try to say. The Integrity Commission is so professional. They didn't disclose any others investigation. Only deal with few matter. If that is the case, it is very good. So we hear some more.
Who genuinely can say that they are telling the truth?
Alright. If you did ask that Andrew, maybe I could have if and but. I might try to swear for somebody. But at this present time, if you ask me that question, no, tell the truth. No. Remember, you know, you line out on yourself, you know, in order to fight the Integrity Commission in Andrew. So right now, on your side, truth dead out of your party, you know. You kill truth. Andrew, you kill truth out of the Labour Right Party. The party is designed and build and lie. You kill truth long time out of the party. So you operate off a lie frequency.
Really?
Really?
I could have asked and someone could say, no, I haven't been written to.
Yeah.
Because they may have not got the letter. The letter may have been sent somewhere and then they will come to me afterwards and say, you know, I didn't get the letter.
Yeah.
In other words, this process is just political gimmickry that the opposition is doing. There are those who believe that the gag clause should be lifted and each time an investigation is going to be...
So Andrew, I want to explain this to Jamaica now. What the purpose of the gag clause we you put in our parliament? Explain it to Jamaican people. Explain it to your local Labour Right friend why you put the gag clause. And then maybe you will stop calling them mindless followers. Would I like if I break it down for them? But we'll listen some more.
Or any action that the Integrity Commission is going to do, it should bring it to the public domain, or if questions are asked, they should answer
why is the secret?
The danger with that,
yeah, what is the danger?
Is that it can, one, affect very sensitive investigations.
That is why you start give the Integrity Commission problem, because through the Integrity Commission, in your eyes, embarrass you. It interrupt the way how you respond to them. So that is why the documents when the Integrity Commission asks for, you refuse to give them because you feel embarrassed. So you just tell yourself, so try me not give them nothing more. I'm going to challenge them and tell them say a lie. I'm the Prime Minister. Anything me say a lie. So we see, we understand. Me understand, my boss. So I just break it down to the people them who never did a preach so deep. So we make a talk some more, because the more you talk, the more you implicate yourself in everything. See? So we could listen some more of you running off your mouth.
That would require that persons are not alerted to it. It could affect how the Integrity Commission does its work.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I see it.
Influence public officials and other persons who are involved in how they respond to the...
So this answer the question. So the way I want to say Juliet Holness a respond when time I think come a parliament, this answer the question. So based on Andrew Holness and how I explain how this are going to turn out, that is deep divers, when I get it, you know. That video here demonstrate how Andrew Holness are going to respond to the Integrity Commission. Because I'm stupid, you know, and fool, you know. So,
for which the investigations turn out to be spurious.
Because your intention, you know, Andrew, if you do everything in your power to try to discredit the Integrity Commission and the FID throughout this case and make you walk off, bring the labor them, pretend like you're innocent. And I say Integrity Commission are free, man. If you feel like you're some superstar. But it will never happen, my boss. So your plan, look how your plan will go backfire in your face. Everything you do, look how it will go backfire.
There are no basis for that. Is there a way to repair the damage done to that person?
No, there's no way to repair the damage, Andrew. Because, you see, if whenever the thief and name will get mixed up in a thief in activity. That is why I'm going to tell Darrell Vaz, if you're a politician's son, your name get called upon Diane Smith. I just can't say through that. Because if me's a politician's son, I don't have time for you to talk about me a rape girl and anything there. My name can't call upon that. My name could never call upon something there. As a politician's son. Maybe as a politician's son, I'm more against my next colleague, them girl, as a politician's son. So me just can't see through Darrell Vaz. Me can't see through this. Or your name could have called upon Diane Smith. Death. And you even stated, say, even member of your party use it against you. So Darrell Vaz, that are some things where me just can't understand that. So all you are ranting about yourself in the parliament, based on how your name connect to Diane Smith and your explanation, me can't understand what could have propelled some people if you want to mix up a good politician's son name in this type of drama. What could have propelled people to mess, to try, and then know say a politician's son and politician have power. So politician can, you try that to the politician's son, you're going to go to prison for life. You understand? So people not going to pray for them go try to challenge a politician's son. Because they know the politician will pull strings and have connection, can make bad things happen. So, me can't, Darrell Vaz, if you tell you the truth, my boss, me can't see how your name could have get mixed up in all this. Me not say you do it, you know. And me not say you not do it, you know. What me can get in my head, what could have propelled some people if you try to put a politician name, son name in this type of, this. And I remember, you know, we already know, we hear the news, and what take place with Diane Smith. So, if people try to mix up a politician name, politician's son name, and that, Darrell Vaz, that is big thing, my boss. Better than they say, the politician's son name mix up in some some highway fraud, you know, rich people fraud. Either some type of fraud, either drugs fraud or them type of fraud. We will understand, can we say, a politician man and she find a politician and feel saying can do as in like. Them things that we will understand. But for your name mix up that, me personally can't understand that. So for that reason, Darrell Vaz, me just tell him my boss, me can't understand that. So me make your brethren go and talk because, and then Darrell Vaz, you say again, if them get you, them get Andrew Holness. And context matter, would I like to talk what that mean? Would I like to explain that to Jamaican people, what that mean? If them get you, them get Andrew Holness. Yeah, Andrew Holness a partner in crime in any form of way? Why you don't make such a statement? Me just say, ask some question. Anyway, we go and listen with your brethren and say your crime partner. What are your crime partner say?
The name and shame.
Name and shame.
And, you know, using bureaucracy to try to prevent corruption.
So you don't like the name and shame?
I think there's another model. Which
when we looked, there was
this is the other model,
Boulevard property.
This is the other model.
There was your property that's owned by ADMAT, which you say you're the sole director of. And then there's another property that we actually found under ADMAT as well, up at Wycliffe Close. All three were outstanding. And then we saw that at Wycliffe Close, taxes seem to have been outstanding since 2009. What about the other property, though, at Wycliffe Close?
That I would have to check on. I mean, that's been there for a little while, so I'll have to check on. But I don't want to distract from the message.
No, but you are the person that's saying that you don't necessarily love taxes.
Oh, I hear that.
Yeah, and so you are the lead. You are a leader of this country. Potentially.
The man when I like pay tax. Attacks Jamaican people. The man himself, you know, Andrew Holness, we don't like pay tax. We avoid tax in Jamaica. Attacks Jamaican people. The man where him himself avoid tax. Implement tax for the people them.
Actually, the premier leader of this country come next week. And so I'm asking you the question, as the leader of a country, do you believe that your taxes should have been more up to date than the record reflects?
What I'm saying to you, from my best recollection, I've paid my taxes.
Lie.
Now, if it is that they are outstanding, it's not an issue.
All right. Him say him pay all and tax them. Then him go back and go and dash you that. When him come back again and say if it is, when I'm saying at the first instant, God, that not relevant again, you know. Because him should have stand by that. Him pay all and tax. But when you see him come back again and I say, if it is, that means that him not sure. He might tell lie. Because him not stand by, I pay all of my tax. When him have to come back and I use that, Isaac's a context matter. Him not stand by him first word. Him pay all and tax. Him take it and dash of that. And I say, if it is. So we're going to make it here, if it is what? Oh, listen.
To pay them.
Okay.
I'm not hiding from taxes.
But ADMAT is designed for you to avoid potential estate taxes and transfer taxes.
No, it's designed for...
It's designed for hide from tax, my boss. And when you say you pay all your tax, then you're going to say, if it is, you have outstanding tax, it is not a problem to pay them. But what you're saying at the first instance, that means it's irrelevant. So when you did that pull off about you pay all your tax, you just have blabber. You understand? You is just blabbing. See? And me have something I want to share with the people them, Andrew. Because I don't know, you know. Me tell the people them say, you're a madman in a clean clothes, and some people say me I disrespect you. But if you is not madman in a clean clothes, me mad, I'm sure me not mad. So you have to be a madman in a clean clothes. Ladies and gentlemen, when you like and share, you know, come and tell them say it's a Attile Monday. No, it is a Attile Monday. Listen to this criminal man.
The time by the office of the Prime Minister is tax time.
You know, I read the columns and I hear all the discussions.
Hey, this a history, you know. This one I play now, a history. I remember I'm telling you, say, Attile Monday. Listen, blood clot Judas. Hey, if you don't know, when the Bible talk about blood clot Judas. When the Bible talk about Judas, if you don't know blood clot Judas, screenshot that and zoom it up. I want to know where the Bible talk. You know, listen, Judas. Listen, Judas. In at this time, you don't feel like Judas is dead? You don't feel like Judas dead? Listen, Judas. Like and share now. Attile Monday. Listen this.
What I find is that people are very willing to just accept what is presented without a thorough interrogation of the options. Because you see, implicit in this argument which is being presented that this is a time of crisis, this is a matter of national importance, there is this great urgency that we must treat the law as a matter of convenience. And that is the danger of this debate.
Tell them.
Convenience.
Yeah.
I don't believe that the legislation that is presented here,
tell them, brother Big Nose,
in any way perfects the intentions of the government. The issue, Mr. Speaker.
Yeah. Get to the point.
The issue, Mr. Speaker.
What is the issue? Get to the point. Yeah.
This present piece of legislation,
yes,
that you are hoping to amend,
yeah,
does not in any way relieve the consideration,
yes,
that you are taking private funds.
Listen, who is a private funds? Which funds in called private funds?
Listen.
The
only word that can describe government taking private funds without the consent of the persons giving it, of the persons who own it, is expropriation.
Listen.
That's what it amounts to. You know, it wasn't any mistaken language when Michael Manley said it is the financial institution of the housing sector.
When who say it? On a like and share. When who say it, him say? When Michael Manley say it. On a like and share, I'm going to make you hear what I say. On a listen, Judas.
Persons giving it, or of the persons who own it,
is
expropriation. That's what it amounts to. You know, it wasn't any mistaken language when Michael Manley said it is the financial institution of the housing sector.
Yes.
Because
the NHT matter.
This is where poor people would put their money.
Yeah.
Save it with that institution to get housing.
Yeah.
Technically now it is akin to you putting your money in the bank and the government going to the bank and say, give me the money.
Hey.
You want a better analogy?
Yeah.
You want a better analogy?
Yes.
Oh no, that was good, but I'm giving you a better one. A better analogy, Mr. Speaker.
Yeah.
And I'm sure everyone in this country will understand.
Yeah.
Michael Manley set up an institution like a partner.
Yes.
A revolving fund. You put in your money.
Yes.
When your turn comes, you get your benefit.
Yeah.
What has happened now is that the government stick up the partner banker.
Bumbleclad. You know here. Andrew tell you know what I'm doing with the NHT. Andrew Holness tell you know what I'm doing with the NHT. I feel like I want to play it back. Me say, I feel like I want to play it back. When me telling about Judas, man, my phone disconnect. When Judas are working, man, blood clot. Sorry for your bad word, but emotions. Can you believe this one? I'm going to play it back, Judas. The people them say they want to hear it again, Judas.
The time by the office of the Prime Minister is tax time.
You know,
yeah.
I read the columns and I hear all the discussions. What I find is that people are very willing to just accept what is presented without a thorough interrogation of the options. Because you see, implicit in this argument which is being presented that this is a time of crisis, this is a matter of national importance, there is this great urgency that we must treat the law as a matter of convenience. And that is the danger of this debate.
Whoa.
Convenience.
Convenient, my boy.
I don't believe that the legislation that is presented here in any way perfects the intentions of the government. The issue, Mr. Speaker. The issue, Mr. Speaker.
The issue is, you know, that you remember your talk, say, the problem you have with PNP is because them take from the rich and give to the poor. And you in a parliament now, I praise the People's National Party and the things them what them doing in Jamaica for the people them can benefit. Remember it you talk about you couldn't find nothing about your party for talk as comparison. You have to look to the PNP if you want something good to talk about. And here Judas, after Judas turned NHT in an impersonal asset. See, Judas will take NHT and I don't want to do with it. Take NHT and I build $30 million house and I tell Jamaican people say, two of them can come together and buy one of NHT house when Michael Manley never designed it for that. This guy destroy the NHT. How can we make this guy escape a prison sentence? Well, hey, if that happen, we this as cheap deserve for them take away Jamaica from we. A guy like this must face the full length of the law. A guy like this you can't have no sympathy for him. A guy like this you have to deal with like dog shit. Because a guy like this is a very wicked boy. Listen.
Is that this present piece of legislation that you are hoping to amend does not in any way relieve the consideration that you are taking private funds.
Yes, like what you do now.
Listen, the only word that can describe government taking private funds without
the only word can describe what him do right now, him will tell you. Listen.
Consent of the persons giving it or of the persons who own it right is expropriation.
Expropriation.
That's what it amounts to.
Whoa.
You know, it wasn't any mistaken language when Michael Manley said it is the financial institution of the housing sector. Because effectively, this is where poor people would put their money, save it with that institution to get housing. Technically now, it is akin to you putting your money in the bank and the government going to the bank and say, give me the money. You want a better analogy? You want a better analogy? Oh no, that was good, but I'm giving you a better one. A better analogy, Mr. Speaker, and I'm sure everyone in this country will understand. Michael Manley set up an institution like a partner, a revolving fund. You put in your money, when your turn comes, you get your benefit. What has happened now is that the government stick up the partner banker.
Yo, I tell it to blood clean. Hey, yo, I'm gonna take a commercial bit before we go to the next segment. Hey, like and share. Can I tell you?
Oh, them so thief. 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 Tough turn a thief, Mumba's a thief. Julechi a thief, Roda a thief. Fly Green a thief, Desmond a thief. Babsy a thief, Harishang a thief. Whole ministry in the party a thief. 1 PM make us a blood clot thief. Pay corruption, all police and soldier thief. Jamaica something wrong. Millions and billions, the whole of them a thief. Now them want raise tax, make the Highland grieve. When you boy look up,
like and share. I tell Monday, don't.
80 million per market me. Then I saw one girl, look up pussy sweet. No bed no in at the hospital. Panic and
hello. Like and share and we get back down in our business. I want to hear this from our Prime Minister, the one and only Marky G. Wemde.
Greetings. Today I want to talk a bit more about the National Housing Trust. I did a video a couple of weeks ago celebrating the fact that this year is the 50th anniversary of the National Housing Trust, an institution started in 1976 by then Prime Minister Michael Manley, and an institution which has had a transformational impact on the housing situation in Jamaica over the years since then. Now, in 2013, when the PNP government had just come into office, we faced a situation where the debt of the country was completely out of control. We'd inherited that from Bruce Golding, his regime, who had entered into an IMF agreement. You remember they had to abandon it. They weren't performing any of the commitments under it. And we had to bring things back under control and get the debt down. And we got advice, independent professional financial advice that said that if we did this for 4 years, it wouldn't impact adversely the NHT's performance of its mandate. And the decision was taken to help to get Jamaica back on its feet at a critical time by this 4-year commitment. And the law was amended to allow that. At the time, Andrew Holness spoke against it. He's on record, I believe, on TV saying that if he was Prime Minister, he would ensure that the resources of the trust were only used for the purposes for which they were funded there and so on.
That in principle, you believe that NHT funds should be ring-fenced to be used for NHT contributors?
It should be ring-fenced to use for the objects and purposes of the legislation, yes.
So let's just say the court ruling goes either way. Let's say there is a court ruling that says, no, actually, the government can use it for whatever it wants. You have your belief in principle. Does that mean that as Prime Minister, you would then follow through on those principles?
Yes, my
either
principles
amend the law if necessary,
yes,
and ensure, in fact, that the dipping into the piggy bank doesn't occur.
And I tell you why.
That's a commitment?
It stands as a commitment. And I tell you why. There is a point of view that all public funds should be pooled, whether they are in trusts or that, having the public sector funds fragmented in this way doesn't help the central government.
You the man say,
there is also
the man says a commitment. This is
funds that belong to account holders, funds like pension, funds like the NHD, and those funds ought to be totally excluded because technically they are the private property of contributors.
Well, since then, 10 years, the government has each year taken another $11.4 billion out of the National Housing Trust. They passed amendments to the NHT Act twice to allow them to do that. So you can imagine how disappointing it is to hear yesterday when they tabled the revenue measures that they plan to extend that for a further 5 years, take $11.4 billion a year out of the National Housing Trust for 5 more years. That's $57 billion on top of the $114 billion that they've already taken out of the NHT over the last 10 years. Now I have to ask you, Doesn't Jamaica have a critical problem with affordable housing? Aren't Jamaican people, especially young people, struggling to find a way of acquiring their own home? The NHT is the vehicle that should be doing that. But when you keep taking the money out of it in such large amounts, you can't fulfill that mandate. And it's not fulfilling that mandate. And that is why in the PNP's manifesto in the last general elections, we committed to stopping that. We would no longer take the money out of the trust to fund the budget, which is what they've been doing, and which they're committing to do another 5 years. And they're going to have to pass legislation, implement that. So we're very disappointed by that. And we think it doesn't make sense anyway. Even if you were going to do it for 1 more year, because of the problems due to Melissa and trying to work out how to fund the budget, that would have been bad and not so bad. But to say now that you're going to spend it for 5 more years, when housing is such a problem in the country, what about the 40,000 people who lost their homes in Melissa? The NHT should be playing a much bigger role in getting them back on their feet in new housing. And the 90,000 additional people who had severe damage to their roofs and so on. Why are you depleting the NHT of resources as an agency set up for dealing with situations to do with housing? Put it into the general part of the budget where it was spent on wages and salaries and what have you. So we don't support this, and I certainly am very disappointed that they are coming with it. And, I'm going to try my best to persuade them to think again, because there's no way we can support 5 more years of taking the resources of this level out of the National Housing Trust, especially in its 50th anniversary year. Of course, I'm aware that the revenue measures include a large tax component as well, and I will be making comments on that at a future time.
This is the Prime Minister of Jamaica saying, this is the Prime Minister of Jamaica. This is how a Prime Minister should sound. Saying, but the Strategy Corps run with them though. A couple of PNP show up. And I'm not telling no lie, I'm disappointed in them. Because just a couple of weeks back, them have problem with the 2023 run. Where the money, mismanagement of the money, the funds, them do what they want with the funds. And now I see PNP show up. But I'm glad my Prime Minister Mark Golden never go. Him go somewhere else. I'm glad my Prime Minister Mark Golden never go. I'm disappointed in the PNP. I'm disappointed in the chair of the PNP what I see. I see Damon Crawford, Dr. Alfred Dawes, so supposed to Noel and the next brethren. I expect Damon Crawford to go there because Damon Crawford, my Judas. I don't rate him because I'm challenge Mark Golden. I expect him to do anything. Because the last time I see him put out one video, he go among some Labour writer play domino and then try to set him up. I see him go Cliff Hughes try to set him up. And I see him follow up Cliff Hughes. So, out of all of them, I don't feel no way what Mr. Damon Crawford, because with him I can't expect anything from him. And Lisa Anna don't make much neither because I'm a former PNP, member of PNP. And Lisa Anna was first a Labour right. Because her husband was a Labour right MP in a Mandeville, Mr. Han. See? So Lisa Anna's first choice was Labour right. So when Mr. Lisa Anna, Mr. Cho, he gone back home and yard. Because his first love was Labour right. But that was the thing I must go on with Mr. Han, make him maybe the change. See? And go to the PNP. So when Mr. Lisa Anna, I said, Cho, him not make much. I know she a Labour right for a long time, so. But when I see Dr. Alfred Dawes and the other, I feel away. As I say, when I see Damon Crawford, I don't feel away because I expect him because look like him look something from Labour right then. But I just don't make thinking of myself still. Saying, but Mark Golden have to be very careful and having eye out because a lot of Judas there amongst him same way, We soon get rid of them still because one pure party we are deal with. Anyway, one time I see the picture of them with this guy, I have to go back for a video like this.
Minister on Health and Wellness. and I am deeply concerned by recent revelations regarding funds raised in 2023 for the pediatric ward at the University Hospital of the West Indies. Approximately $75 million was raised through the Sagicor Sigma corporate run, with the clear and public understanding that these funds would support the long-awaited development of a permanent pediatric facility. Jamaicans gave generously, believing that they were helping to improve care for some of our most vulnerable children. If these funds were diverted, reallocated, or used without consultation with the hospital's pediatric department, the public deserves to know. Funds raised in the name of sick children must be used strictly for the purpose promised. Anything less demands a full and transparent explanation. The pediatric unit at the University Hospital of the West Indies plays a critical national role, providing life-saving care and specialist treatment for children with serious chronic and acute illnesses. Any delay or uncertainty in funding directly affects patient outcomes and places additional pressure on an already stretched and overworked healthcare workers. In light of recent Auditor General findings highlighting weaknesses in public financial management, transparency is not optional. It is essential. I am calling on the UHWI administration to urgently provide a detailed public accounting of these funds. Our children cannot afford silence or ambiguity. Accountability in healthcare financing is fundamental to trust, integrity, and the future of Jamaica's public health system. This is Dr. Alfred Ross, Shadow Minister on Health and Wellness.
So yeah guys, I took a trip to the Montego Bay Hospital hoping that I wouldn't stay overnight, because this is the condition that the patients of Jamaica has to be sleeping in. And as you can see, persons have been there for days and days, and that is exactly where they live, on the ground, on the floor, on top of the chairs. You have rats, roaches, cockroaches, all kind of insects running around. So yeah guys, I took a trip to the Montego Bay Hospital hoping that I wouldn't stay overnight, because this is the condition that the patients of Jamaica has to be sleeping in. And as you can see, persons have been there for days and days, and that is exactly where they live, on the ground, on the floor, on top of the chairs. You have rats, roaches, cockroaches, all kind of insects running around. So this is what we're...
So that are going on. Look on him face. Look on him face. Look on him face. Look on the tree picture. Look on the tree face. Look on the tree face. I can't see the tree face good. I carry down, come on. Look on the tree face. See? Damon Crawford now, like him a look down in the ground. What these guys did they do? They should never go here so. Because this surgical run a problem from the first time. So one of them things they're not going to change now. One of them things that this money are going to spend for people in the West. If Andrew wants to get 400 sleeping bag for give people, and him buy them and he not give them, how not sure that this money are going to spend on the West? The PNP them should have find somewhere else go. They should have find somewhere else go. Sometimes when they do some things, it can't really with them represent. Because if them represent we, certain things they wouldn't do, you know. If they really represent we, then I know that certain things they can't do. Because things they wouldn't do, they wouldn't do it. So that's now, non-true socialists wouldn't go here so. Because we don't see how the first one did go. So a true socialist would never end up here so. A true socialist would never go here so. That's just my take on this thing. See? That's just my take on this. But there's a next piece of information now where I want to share with the ones where a lot of people don't know about. Because the runoff will go on the Anjonas constituency very soon, you know. And them are gear up because them want to approach this thing like half guard. Them want to catch the people them half guard. So much to make the people them know say And look a bit from now, Andrew have to go step away from the Prime Minister job and hand it over to somebody in the party. Here's one local birdie say, I just said look a bridge in my wife did a flirt with. No, the one when my wife did a flirt with, when dead on Steve Wright, and look a birdie I say, him them are going to hand over it because the rest of them not qualify. So them are going to hand over it to Delano Steve Wright with the intention say him seat are going to run over and him will come back and get him post. But me I tell him say when he hand over that Delano Steve Wright, the other Labour right them, the cockatoo one them, the racist one them are going to steer Delano Steve Wright, Andrew, you'd never believe. Andrew, when you see you hand over the Prime Ministership, if you go run over your seat with Paul Buchanan, you see when they do that, my boss, the door just go shed upon your blood clot. You go so God work. Anyway, I want to listen to this.
Jamaican. I don't know if Jamaican realize that after the 8th of next month, there will be a runoff between the Prime Minister and Mr. Buchanan. I don't know if Jamaica realize that. And he have to hand over the Prime Minister to someone else in his party. He have to hand over the Prime Ministership to someone else in his party. He wanted to hand it over to his wife, but the opposition blocked it, because he want, if there is a runoff between him and Mr. Buchanan and him win, he can get back the Prime Minister. But it was blocked by the PMP. So, therefore, the next Prime Minister gonna be Steve Wright. That's gonna be the Prime Minister. Steve Wright's gonna be the Prime Minister of Jamaica. Jamaica is in a dark cycle. Jamaica is in a dark cycle. Jamaican, all you don't realize what's going on. He is not spending no money until he find out if he's gonna win back the seat. That's what he's waiting for. He's trying to hold off with the money to see if he's gonna win back the seat from Mr. Buchanan. That's what they're doing. And all of them know that. Every Labour right know that it's gonna be a runoff. So, Jamaican, don't be fooled. Come the 8th of next month, Andrew Holness is no more the Prime Minister unless he win back his seat from Buchanan. And that is what's happening in Jamaica. So, Jamaican, don't be frightened. If he don't win back his seat, he's out. If he win back his seat, then they're gonna hand him back the Prime Ministership. But he's gonna be out of the Prime Ministership.
Them a plan to run a coup on him. That me I hear. Me say them a plan to run a coup on him. Me say them a plan to run a coup on him. Talking about coup. I want to share something with you know from over Cuba, our brother country. Cuba have been so good to the Jamaican citizen. Our brother country. I'm going to play one local piece of old school something from that country. So now listen to this.
You guys know that the CIA had an operation back in the 70s to overthrow Castro, but when you guys hear what they were going to do to overthrow Fidel Castro, you are going to be astonished. So the CIA was going to say that they were going to make Jesus appear in the skies of Havana. That was their plan, to make Jesus hologram-like appear in the skies of Havana in Cuba, something like this possibly, to make the Cubans overthrow Fidel Castro, to put it in their mind that they need to overthrow Fidel Castro. They were going to use that type of sorcery and witchcraft and deception in the 70s, which is the biggest part here. In the 70s, mind you, if they had the technology then to pull something off like that, what makes you think they don't have something even greater now, 55 years later, 56 years later? This world is a huge stage. It's like I don't think people understand that this whole world is just a big stage. It's all it is. We are all side characters watching it all play out and just sometimes be in the audience. And this is their game. This is their show. They're making us participate in it.
Oh, yeah. And them have them technology from a long time, in the 70s. But this Easter, them are going to use the blue beam for trick some people. Because them one is one world religion. Them are going to use it for put fear in some people. Anyway, talking about America. Talking about what happened in Jamaica. With the coconut tree them. I'm going to play one little snip or something. Wanna tell me what I think. Listen to this.
That not only is cloud seeding 100% real, but the United States military used it against Vietnam in 1967. And it worked. Welcome to my new series called Conspiracy 101, where I teach you about conspiracies in our reality that are both confirmed and contested. And this one is a confirmed one. Today we're going to talk about cloud seeding, but we're going to reference Operation Popeye.
Operation Popeye. I'm going to research that.
It's 1967. The United States is at war with Vietnam. It's already been a few years now. And the United States notices that it's failing with boots on the ground. The Vietnamese have a lot of their own experience in their terrain. They're digging tunnels. They're still getting supplies everywhere. And it seems like the United States needs to start thinking out of the box. So what do? They start to think about weather warfare. At the time, the Vietnamese didn't have as many aircrafts. They didn't have the big advantage of having a lot of aircrafts like the United States did. So the United States had a theory, and that theory was to experiment with putting chemicals into the clouds over Vietnam. Generally, when you think about cloud seeding, you think about dry ice. But instead, during this experiment, they opted for silver iodide. That was the primary chemical that they started to use. In a regular cloud, the cloud has supercooled water. But if it doesn't have enough ice to start pulling in more moisture to that supercooled water, it's not going to rain. It's just chilling. It's stuck in a limbo before it gets cold enough to form those ice crystals. But what silver iodide does, because under a microscope it has the same exact crystallization as ice would, once you expel it into the cloud is tricked into thinking that that is ice. And so once it's tricked, it starts to pull in all of this moisture from the air to form more and more supercooled water and ice crystals. And once it gets heavy enough, obviously, it's going to snow or it's going to rain. And unfortunately, the process worked exactly like they wanted it to. Not only did they create 30% more rain for the regular monsoon season, they extended the monsoon season between 30 to 45 days. This caused rivers to flood. It caused landways to flood, but overall it created a metric fuck ton of mud along the Ho Chi Minh Trail, and that was a big supply route for the Vietnamese. And obviously they didn't want to win the war necessarily by creating rain. They wanted to do it by creating mud and slowing everything down and filling up those tunnels that the Vietnamese had dug for themselves. And they didn't end up doing this just once or twice. They ended up doing this for 5 years, from 1967 to 1972. But you'll be happy to know that it was an investigative journalist that exposed what they were doing. They saw them pouring chemicals into the clouds above Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia, and they took pictures and they blew the whistle. And Congress ended up calling these generals to testify and explain what they had done, and they confirmed it. They outed themselves, and cloud seeding was no longer a conspiracy at that point. It was fact and real. After everything had been found out and they had testified in front of Congress and the Senate, they just completely stopped. They cut the project right then and there for Vietnam and Laos and Cambodia. Question now may be, does the United States government use it on us? Well, there are 8 to 9 states in the United States that do use cloud seeding on a state level to combat droughts and fill up reservoirs. But the United States government has declined to comment on if they use it on a national spectrum or if they do it themselves.
Of course.
Series, let me know. If you have some suggestions,
if they use it for
also let me know.
Commercial use. To come back drought and something. Just imagine, as a cold front to go on to Jamaica. Just imagine. We'll move on. Make we move on. This is what I don't understand. Seeing the Prime Minister come with tax for the people them. But the people them now ask for them raise a pay what the Prime Minister promised them. They now ask for them raise a pay what the Prime Minister promised them. Listening.
The wage simply is what the average person needs to survive for rent, utilities, education,
nobody now ask for them raise a pay.
Over the next few years, in our third term, we will double the minimum wage from $16,000, what we have carried it to now, having almost tripled it, to $32,000 in our first.
If the government have no conscience none at all, for a tax, you say, alright, since that's a tax we are going to want the 32,000. We tell we. In your political meeting, we are going to need it. Why the people just get up and demand the 32,000 now? This is a reason, this is the time now for every Jamaican go demand the 32,000 a week. Why the Jamaican people them they use this 32,000 now to make the government roll back them tax? Why they not go out now and demand them 32,000? Since as they don't want to go out for nothing, go out for that. Because if I get 32,000 a week, me sure no not gonna look at work now. If you never have a job, me guarantee you not gonna look at a job now. Rest if you not plan for collect the money per fortnight, 32,000 a week. I not plan for collect it per fortnight. And them who are work month end. And now is the time for you to demand the 32,000 for minimum wage. Then the Jamaican people, they don't know no money. You know, come on a bill video about a tax run country. So you need the salary to pay the tax. What you want to pay tax out and look when I get and then turn around go thief and turn problem to people. Why not demand on the 32,000 now? Where the sensible Jamaican them there? Now is the time for demand on the 32,000, you know. And hang on for a job. Now the time for start make 32,000 a week. You might can sell yourself out of it. Now is the time for you ask for 32,000 a week. Since as the government have no conscience and a tax, you demand 32,000 a week minimum wage.
First budget, the minimum wage will move from 16,000 to 18,500 and then gradually after that for the next few years. It is necessary to do this, and I want all Jamaicans to appreciate.
But the Jamaicans will appreciate the Prime Minister say.
Yes, it's important for quality of life, but here's a big problem.
Yeah. So we don't take taxation lightly. It is literally the last resort. But we have to present to the people of Jamaica a credible budget, meaning that the people looking on what we propose can have confidence that what we're doing will be
labor for free
and will prevent future
they don't change their name. They don't name labor right again.
More severe
they name labor for free.
Taxation. So what we're going to do,
everybody would up on the live right now. Tonight. We are changing labor right name. When you don't see them, you don't call them labor for free. Labor for free. Their name change from tonight. Them name labor for free. No more labor right, because nothing with them are doing right. Nothing with them are do right. Their name labor for free. Got change their name.
now, as the Minister of Finance will present, would be to put in place a package that does not impact the poor.
They get more than
improves our health and general well-being, in addition to securing the revenues for us to be able to address the new demands placed on the government by Hurricane Melissa.
Will you labor for freedom then?
That the damage as assessed
by
international agencies.
And that you pick, dirty PNP, and that you pick, go and enjoy yourself, man. Because on the name labor for free, we say 1 p.m. Nothing wrong with the 1 p.m. Nothing wrong with you. Big up yourself, man. And when you choose, remember you choose to labor for free now. And everybody have a choice. Yeah, man, big up yourself, man. And thanks to be a fan of Talking Mind TV. Because remember, my always a cuss on you, you know. You remember, I always a cuss on you. So thank you for being a follower, a fan of Talking Mind TV. See? But this is a typical labor, right? Remember, I know my cousin, you know. And tell you, say, you're a drunk or a shit on a show's bottom. And you love over here. So that's how you go. Remember, fly no have no abiding city, you know. Fly no have no abiding city. You may see one fly, we just pitch for you, run him, and then go pitch for the next time, you run him, and go pitch. So, we not really too a problem with fly, because we understand fly no have no abiding city. Fly just fly and pitch anyway. Understand? So, big up yourself. It was nice having you here. At 1 p.m. you pick. Big up yourself, man. Big up yourself at 1 p.m. But, me I go ask you a question, you see? Out of cow pussy you born or out of cow body? Which one of them? Because if you come here at about 1 p.m., you have to be somebody who something wrong with. So, how you born out of cow pussy or cow body? Because I couldn't want man and woman get you, you know. Because from here say 1 p.m. and dirty PNP, I know say you want drunk. So, I wish cow shit you out. Or a heifer cow or a mice or bull. Which one I call them shit you out? Eh? Which one I call them shit you out? Because how you come spread out in my comment section. See? I say I must cow pussy you come out. I wish cow piss you out. You come over here. You know so why so cleanse. Cut and cleanse our destruction. You never hear about me, man. We cut and cleanse destruction. We come for a bath. We cut and clear destruction. Now tell me what I go on in your life now. You suffer from the selfish with your mama and your daddy name and fuck and get you. Come, when there. You suffer from the selfish with your mama and daddy name and get you. Let me tell you we're good for selfish. River water. Drink 5 cups of river water. 6 months straight. And we kind of wash out the salt out of your brain. Yeah? So, in a 5 months time, you come back in the comment section and come spread out. Yeah? Drink 5 cups of river water for 6 months straight. If you kind of detox the selfish, with your worthless mama, and your whoring grandmother, and your gay father and gay grandfather come together and produce and get you. So you come for help. I read up your look. So what good for saltfish? With your mama, you worthless people them yam and fuck and get you. Drink 5 cups of river water for 6 months straight, and then after that, you come back in the comment section and come spread out. Here? Until then time there. Finish with you. Just do what I say. For 6 months straight every morning. 5 cups of river water. It will help with the saltfish. We worthless mama yam and fuck and get some look drunker like uno. We love coming up people comment section come spread out. So you come for advice. I help you look. So before you can come over your mouth, you have to cleanse. See? So drink 5 cups of river water for 6 months straight. Then you come back in the comment section and come spread out. Okay, Drunker? Alright, have a nice night.
The level of credibility is approximately almost $9 billion of damage, more than 40% of our GDP. So I don't believe that anyone could reasonably expect that we could present a budget without even a limited tax package. So we're not going to dwell on the taxation. It is something that, as I said, it is the last resort. We have gone 10 budgets without any net new taxes. And the reason for the taxation is not because of government profligacy, not because of wastage or bad policy. It is because of wastage or bad policy.
We will double the minimum wage from $16,000, what we have carried it to now, having almost tripled it, to $32,000.
This is how him pick. When him run gone. You gone too quick. I say you can't, you're not ready for attack your man. You're not ready for yourself. If you run gone so quick, you're not ready for your man. Like they never did tell about over here before you come. Sorry, here. You should have read the manual. You can't just run up in a place and you read the manual, they will get hurt. So next time you read the manual before you come over here, okay? Anyway, the days of Noah, where all the little people in Jamaica, we can't find them. All the little people in Jamaica, which part in there? Me I wonder the little people in Jamaica we're missing, you see? Me I wonder food for dinner plate they end up on. Me just say, the little people them get missing in Jamaica, food for dinner plate they end up on. I don't know.
The last days will be like as in the days of Noah. They were eating and drinking and marrying and giving in marriage, and they did not know until the flood came and then took them all away. Now, eating and drinking isn't just eating regular food. They were...
Jesus mercy. Hey, somebody get some holy water. They want to dump you over here. I want to dump you alone. Operate 1 p.m. you know. Only don't pay alone. Operating at 1 p.m. you know. So that witchcraft at 1 p.m. I work for the people them you know. We have to do something about it. Because I say only don't pay alone function 1 p.m. you know. What a life. We in the days of Noah. When the labor for free. And them boss. We must hold them accountable for the little pitting them. Where is it? Epstein file? Yeah, man, but some, yo, these look, hey, they look a pitney them. I'm at a fact, you see? I'm going to show you one picture. Where picture there? I'm going to show you one picture. I have it here, you know. I hold for things I have to show, I'm going to show you one picture. Somebody may just see the comment section about the file. When I want to see the connection with the file, this is what my eye tell me. Alright. I'm going to put up one picture. But if you are deep divers, subject magic. Alright. This is going to answer your question. See the connection here to where you just right. See the connection there? You see it? Sergeant Magic, you see that? That is the connection to where you just takes. Whatever you just takes, See connection there. So, me have a member, you know. The brethren will get beaten from Siaga and a normal somebody, you know. I see you want to get locked up with Pernell Charles, the daddy. When Michael Manley have to lock up. Now the time on the curfew. They are not normal person, you know, Sergeant Magic. So when you just text in the comment section, I feel that, see the connection here. And so I think this connecting in Jamaica because when you just text in the comment section, that brethren there did interested in the athletes them in Jamaica, you know. And so come to do some digging and she say one prominent Jamaican woman travel upon him private jet about 3 times. Cause her name come up in the book, the plane book log. Yeah man, they say 1 PM for life. I know man, because you remember you good at eat baby too, you know. My remember, you know, people them baby good at go up and hear dinner plate too, you know. Alright. That is why I say, you know, we in a revelation time. See me G, because you is a lost soul. And I know you're confused, you know. I know you're confused because I know right now a whole heap of labor for free active. They're on different platforms. Saying? And you choose to come attack him on TV. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. I think you're confused and you look help. So I even go rush you. More I tell you say, I just read up a case a while and I tell you, drink 5 cups of river water for 6 months straight and you're going good. Believe man. You know how much people make cure over here who come with the labor right sickness? Because I know one number thing called the labor right sickness, you know. It is a selfish symptom. This is the selfish one, a grandmother and grandfather choose over education and it causes a selfish symptom. So for my son to come over here, I already die. I don't know where I suffer from. Yeah, because we're not thief. Remember, we're not thief, you know. And we're not willing to put the bottom over the counter for money, you know. Remember, we not do any and everything for money, you know. We's not like you and your boss and my boss. Because remember, you know, your boss collect 1.5 million from Canada, you know, to promote your type of lifestyle, you know. And he never enough fee, and him go take money from America to, you know, to promote your lifestyle in a school and my boss. So remember, we're different. Remember, Talking Man TV will never put him bottom over the counter for money. I mean, know you have your bottom over the counter. That's why you spread out in the comment section, so. But we don't use backdoor. We do not use only thief and mud pusher use backdoor, my boss. That is why I tell you, say, you come to the right place because I read up here, you know. And I tell you, say, 5 cups of river water for 6 months straight can cure your selfish symptom. Because the selfish where your mother eat. Saying, that is why you have a bottom over the counter and a chair on your 1 PM. You don't have a problem to put a bottom over the counter, you know. Seeing? And you don't have a problem for your brother or your local nephew them bringing a boyfriend come introduce to you as uncle, you know. Seeing? So when I see you come over here in my dream, I know you want help him. I read you. I know say you want help. And for me see you start coming at the 1 PM, I know say blood clot and I spell. As me as my boss, just take my red feet. 5 cups of river water for 6 months straight. You're good. Come back over here, come tell me saying I work. Come back over here, come tell me saying I work. Can you look help me again? Because my sister you try. Because I see you in the comment section at 1 PM. The baby can go 1 PM. I know say you're under charm. Some of us read. You got to thank me someday for this. See me, you're going to thank me someday for this. So as me I say, write it down. 5 cups of river water for 6 months straight. It will cure your selfish symptom. See me, David? Yeah, man, 1 PM. Yeah, man. 6 months straight, you're going to change from 1 PM. And tell me, see, you're not operating in no darkness again because dark and light no have nothing in common. So I don't feel no when you big up your 1 PM because I know you're under spell. See? Because remember, you know, our first ancestors, them, you know, never deal with the bottom business, you know. So what happened, you know, why you as a labor, right, you know, what we are take, so I never call a name, you know. Because I'm going to highlight, you see, why you are 1 p.m., you see your great-grandfather, he was one of the slaves who got through the butt breaking in Jamaica. So it's in your blood. Because your great-great-grandfather get 69 bottom in front of your great-great-grandmother. So I know so it come down in your blood. So I tell you, it named the saltfish symptom. Them I don't know. Then if the Prime Minister collects so much money from Canada and America for give you for endorse a lifestyle, of course you're going to say the best PM ever. Of course, because remember, you know, him a fulfill your need, you know. Because remember, dick you suck and fuck body, you know. And at that the Prime Minister deal with, you know. So, how you like, you know, so me can't talk for you, talk for yourself, you know, my boss. Saying, and yourself you talk for, so big up yourself in the comment section. You like for suck dick and fuck bottom. So you're going to say the best Prime Minister ever. Because the money we get from Canada and America, you get some of it. But I'm going to tell you something, you see. Do not molest no local boy in your community because you will get jungle justice. Because you know, not everybody in that lifestyle. Eh. So I read up from my boss because I say, you aim to put yourself in some trouble. You see, look a boy where you pray, we live next to the yard. Do not do it. Don't do it. The people, them a pray you. Because them a hear some things about you where they want to see one look a funny move. To confirm for them a hear a true. I read up on my boss, Everton. Where am they? Saying? You see, look a boy live next door, you plan for molest, don't do it. Because the people them down the road here say, you're gone over the other side. And them now see them see you skeptic. Because you're not showing no funny move. But in the spiritual realm, you say you pray your neighbor's son. But if you do it, them are going to do jungle justice. So you come to the right place tonight. You're going to thank me for that read up tonight, you know, Everton. You're going to thank me. Just don't do it here. Don't do it. Your neighbor's son, you can't spoil up him future, seeing? So just remember, me don't know and you don't know me. But me just take my word feet. Do not trouble your neighbor's son. Do not trouble your neighbor's son. Because what going to happen, they'll write truck, them are going to let you out back. And the people in your community are going to kill you. You see what happened to the local youth of a Spanish town in the Babsy Grange constituency? Where them know say a raper, then through them want to get rid of and then tell lies them have gun. Everton I saw you are going to end up here. So please don't plan for molest the local people, them boy pitney. Saying? Your case are different. You're not going so lucky. Because them are watch you, you know, Everton. Yeah, man. Them are watch you. So, that we are planning to do with your neighbor's son. If you ever try, mind sharp all your family have to live out of the community. May I tell you what I see in the spiritual realm in Everton? You think I gimmicks this? You don't go over here by accident in my G. Yeah, let me tell you something. We know, alright, where I say you and your pride, you're 1 p.m. my girl is, I know you're trying to justify what I say. But you can't hide. Everybody in the comment section knows say you have planned for go rape your neighbor's son. Everybody knows you come and talk about you, that now going to change what I see in the spiritual realm, you know. That now going to change what I see in the spiritual realm. Because what we can see, all the time people say, well, a man can see in the tree and see, you that the road can't see it. So when you come and talk about you and your PM, your 1 p.m. girl is, that now going to change nothing. Me I tell you what I see in the spiritual realm. The local brethren, son down the road they are planning for go molest. Don't do it. So whether you want type say you're 1 p.m. girl, it now going to help you for trouble the people them son. So you can stay there. What if you trouble the people them son, you're going to take out your phone and show them say they'll text say you're 1 p.m. girl. That now going to help you. The damage are already done. So big up yourself, use a fan. But I tell you so don't do it because you're not so lucky. You're not gonna be so lucky. Believe you're not gonna be so lucky. So don't try it. If you think see you go so lucky, you see, you're gonna know how water walk got pumpkin belly. You take my foolish advice. Here? Take my foolish advice. Take my foolish advice. I have so much things to share now. But tonight alone can't do it. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna close off with London 45. Yeah, man. I'm gonna close off with London 45. Everton, me only tell you. Don't, me not block him, man. Because, I'm tell you, in the spiritual realm, I can see him a plan for go molest him neighbor's son. And I save him and him family them. Because the thing about it, you know, him a plan for runway, you know, Everton a plan for molest the boy put me down, we live next door him a runway, but him a run left him family them right, and hey, if him know what I see in the spiritual realm, you see, Everton, you leave the people them son you have mind pan. Not because Andrew is give the okay. So you can do them type of something there. I tell you what I see in the spiritual realm. Leave it alone. It's a now. You ever watch no news and see people that do the jungle justice yet? I know 1 PM every time can go save you when you molest the people them pitney. You think that can save you? 1 PM can do your thing. Everton, I have something I want to play. I have something I want to play for you listen. Wait there. I'm going to play something for you listen. You see, because you say 1 PM, you see, if you go molest the people, them pitney, this me I tell you.
This year, just be brawling with people because they don't like kindness, you hear me? You show them soft, they mash you up. So stand up, talk loud, make them know who you be, yeah?
You have to brawling with people like you, Everton. Because I warn you, but through Andrew, I already convinced you, and look like you're going to the radio station man house every new year, go swing pan pole and suck dick. You come over here brawling, say the lifestyle you choose. But, you see, bad habit can make people go to prison, and bad habit can make people lead in a jail. I'm not going to play nothing more, apart from the music here. Here, Everton, big up all righteous people there. Everton, don't go molest the people them boy pitney.
Yeah.
Look more, you hear?
Oh, them so thief. 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 Oh, them so thief.
Everton something fishy about them, though. Look more here. I'm going to line up myself to go up on the earth. 2 minutes to 2.
Whole ministry in the party a thief. 1 PM make us a blood clot thief. Be a corruption, all police and soldier thief. Jamaica something wrong. Millions and billions, the whole of them a thief. Now them want raise tax, make the highland grieve. When the boy long and poor man get the squeeze, we a march to a king's house and block the street. 80 million per market me. Then I saw home girl, look up pussy sweet. No bed no in on the hospital. On the concrete, me see the patient. Them asleep. Them a chop right, them a chop left. 1.4 beef for the bus. Daryl, remember you try thief. Put barrel, kill Diana, stuff sharp man in a barrel.
I'm big of myself,
man. When come Jamaica pussy will service, so no take and give them. Who no know we nah no us, we nah no us. A thief, Bombas a thief, Juliet a thief, Rhoda a thief, Fly Green a thief, Desmond a thief. Babsy a thief, World ministry in the party a thief. 1 PM make us a blood clot thief. Be a corruption,
yeah, man, England time. 1 minute to 2.
Jamaica something wrong.
Yeah, no morning now.
Jamaica land. Killer for youths and not take away land. How come so much court up on the island? By the judge, police and soldier man. The corruption, you and your big foot girl. Dictator, look at tyrant. Devil in the flesh, you a demon. Rise up Jamaica from on the slumber. Everything wanna take, we a come back. We alone must reach. suffer. Remember the pain of we ancestor. Got blood in our eye, fire in our heart. Let that figure roll, yeah, we did talk. None to fight the buckle, all over, lead the rebellion.
Ready. Right in the guidance, the general.
My father born ya, my grandmother born ya, my grandmother born ya, I and I born ya, I and I born ya, my leader born ya, my leader born ya. That's why I not live ya. No, I not live ya. He gave I a message to all those people who no love progress, who no love progress. Said to juke them with land lease, said to juke them with land lease, said to juke them with the pioneer war, juke them with the pioneer war, juke them with Jamal, juke them with Jamal, then you juke them with free education, juke them with free education, equal pay for women, equal pay for women, juke them with the minimum wage, juke them with the minimum wage. My leader born ya, my leader born ya. So help me God, I not live ya. No, I not live ya. Me a sat down with discipline and a heavy manners. Me in a the struggle too. Me in a the struggle too. No bastard, no day again. No bastard, no day again. Everyone laughful. Oh, everyone laughful. Juke them with the Cuban school. Juke them with the Cuban school. Then you juke them with the micro dance. Juke them with the micro dance. Juke them with the basic schools. Juke them with the basic schools. Socialists are no fool. Socialists are no fool. Juke them with posing. Juke them with posing. Then you juke them with the impact program. Juke them with the impact program. We have them under manners. We have them under manners. Every manners. Every manners. Oh, we have them under manners. We have
up and running rain or sun in the PNP party. Come in. Follow me no jet. Follow me no jet. Watch this. Say we neighbor string cut from PNP. It no make sense, nobody try change we. Waste our time to go vote for the GLP. Step up the progress for all of we. Alright, me hear one bag of yapping, one bag of chatting. When PNP attack up your cheering and clap. The gate fly sister P, get the party a cracking. Beat them up, bad water, hell ever whopping. Bad out the road, there is just no stopping. Sister P a run things, nobody can stop her. Watch out the crowd, them a flock her. Say from Moran Pine, right back to Negril. From Montego Bay back to Shooters Hill. From Santa Cruz up to Myersville. All when you look up in a Malvern Hill. The man them a work hard a put up windmill. Look how we road them fix up and pretty. From St. Elizabeth up to Kingston City. From Montego Bay back to Ochi. Every man a shout out Sister P. When able string cut from PNP. It no make sense, nobody try change we. Waste our time to go vote to the GLP. Step up the progress for all of we. Alright, come me say PNP, me say whether sick or hearty. All when me reach 140. Vote for Sister P, vote for PNP. The only party, well look out for we. Say from Kingston right back to OG. Say listen to me voice no hosty. Nobody up too big, mighty and bossy. You can't test the PNP party. When evil string cut from PNP. It no make sense, nobody try change we. Waste our time to go vote for the GLP. Step up the progress for all of we. Alright, in the east, in the south, in the north and west. Say from Cornwall right back to Middlesex. You climb from here to go a Mount Everest. Anyway you pass through, PNP are the best. Forward we going with a lot of progress. Labour right party a stress. When evil string cut from PNP. It no make sense, nobody try change we. Waste our time to go vote for the GLP. Step up the progress for all of we. Alright, me hear one bag of yapping, one bag of chatting. When PNP attack up, you cheering and clapping. Gate fly Sister P, get the party a cracking.
Yo, PNP, we put a broom. What the PNP them there? Everybody, give me the fist, give me the fist, give me the fist. And in the ear, make we sweep with bad mind, make we sweep with the thief in crime, make we sweep with the false promise. Yo, Bunting, get your push broom. Peter Phillips, get a broom. Yo, Julian, get a broom. Mark, everybody. PNP, slave. Bunting, slave. Ethan, slave. Julian, slave. Mark, slave. Peter Phillips, slave. Angela, slave. Ian, slave. Palwell, slave. Azan, slave. Luther, slave. No like thief, slave. False promise, slave. Them are wicked, slave. PNP, slave. Everybody, slave. Like a
killing machine, this bomber clot. From one bomber clot column. Bomber clot column.
Security!
Bouncing in a speaker box near you.